Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Monday, December 27, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Brooklyn Nets vs Los Angeles Clippers. The Los Angeles Clippers have been average this season and are 17-15 to begin this season. They are being led by shooting guard Paul George this season and has helped them get to this point. They are coming off a 105-89 road win against the Sacramento Kings. The biggest problem that popped up was that they allowed the Kings to shoot 31.6% from beyond the arc throughout the game. After the latest news regarding Paul George and his injury, I don't think the Clippers stand a chance against the Nets on Monday. Harden and Mills have the ability to outscore the entire current Clippers starting lineup, with no disrespect toward them, of course. The COVID-19 situation is now better for the Nets, and although they will likely be without KD and LMA, I believe they are more than good enough to see off the short-handed Clippers. Los Angeles does have a top 10 defense, but it is not going to help them on Monday. Talking about a strong defense, Brooklyn is the best in the league in defending the perimeter, while the Nets have the second best D when it comes to the field goal. The Brooklyn Nets have been dominating to begin the season as they are 22-9 so far. They are being led by power forward Kevin Durant so far, and that is going to help them progress throughout the regular season. They are coming off a 122-115 road win against the Los Angeles Lakers. The biggest problem that popped up was the fact they allowed the Lakers to shoot 28 times from the free throw line throughout the game. Our first betting advice is to pick the Nets. The Los Angeles Clippers avoided a 4-game losing streak with a 105-89 road win against the Sacramento Kings. It was one of the best defensive displays of the season by the Clippers, who covered a -4 spread, the first time they did it in 4 games. However, Los Angeles still has a -14-18 Austrian shillings record. Los Angeles hit over 50.0% of the shots from the field, even though they made just 29.2% shots from downtown. On the defensive end, Tyronn Lue's team recorded 10 steals and forced 16 turnovers. Eric Bledsoe led the Clippers with 19 points, team-high 8 rebounds, and team-high 7 assists. Paul George chipped in 17 points, 6 dishes, 4 boards, and game-high 5 steals, while Serge Ibaka had 17 points and 5 rebounds. Brooklyn displayed excellent performance in the first and third quarters and won those periods by 15 and 16 points, respectively. The Lakers did manage to erase a double-digit deficit early in the second half, but the Nets then took a 23-point lead in the fourth. Los Angeles came back again and tied the score to 115-115, but that was all from the hosts. Nicholas Claxton scored an alley-oop over LeBron James and then made a free throw to give the Nets a 118-115 lead, with 40.7 seconds remaining. That moment decided the tilt. Our second betting advice is to pick under 217.5.